Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel All Mediterranean Taste with Lubna, with a new recipe and a new taste. Today I'm sharing with you a sweet treat that is essentially served during Eid El Fitr in Morocco, which is a feast or a holiday marking the end of the month of Ramadan. Today I'm making Rghayef. They are kind of Msemen, and they fall under the category of flatbread for some or galettes for others. Rghayef are stuffed with a flavorful almond paste, fried and soaked in honey, then sprinkled with toasted sesame seeds. It's a blend and mixture of crunchiness and chewiness from the outside and softness from the inside. Today, I'm sharing with you my mom's recipe, and it's always my favorite because all the flavors and the smell take me to my childhood time. So let's start! To make the almond paste, place 250 grams of blanched almond in your food processor. Then pulse them a few times until you get a coarse texture. You will find a link for a video in the description box down of how to blanch the almond that I have shared in a different recipe. Once you get a coarse texture, add half cup or 100 grams granulated sugar to the blanched almond. Then pulse them several times until you get a smooth paste by scraping down the edges as needed. Then place the blanched almond paste into a large plate. For some flavors, you will need Arabic gum. Place a few Arabic gum pebbles over a flat plate or surface. Add 1 tablespoon granulated sugar, then grind them with the bottom of a cup until you get a fine powder. Now add the Arabic gum powder to the blanched almond paste, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, and 1.5 tablespoons orange blossom water. Then mix to combine. Add 2 tablespoons unsalted butter at room temperature to the mixture and mix. Then use your hands and knead these ingredients together for a few minutes until well incorporated and until you get a smooth texture and malleable paste. Place 1 tablespoon of the almond paste into your hands, then roll it using the palm of your hands to create a small almond paste ball. Make sure that all the almond paste balls have the same size. You can also control the size by making them smaller if you would prefer. Once you're done shaping all the almond paste balls, cover them with plastic wrap to keep them from drying out while making the dough. To prepare the dough, you will need 500 grams all-purpose flour. Into a large bowl, sift the flour. Add half teaspoon or 4 grams baking powder. Then sift them together. Add 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon sugar, and mix the dry ingredients to combine. Add 1 tablespoon white vinegar and a mixture of a 1/4 cup vegetable oil and a 1/4 cup unsalted melted butter, and 1 large whole egg. Then start mixing all these ingredients together until well incorporated. Now gradually start adding 1 cup lukewarm water to the ingredients, as you may need more or less, depending to the quality of the flour you are using. Keep mixing until the dough comes together. Then knead the dough for just a few minutes. At the end, you should get a smooth texture that is not sticking to your dry hands. Drizzle some vegetable oil on top and all around the dough to keep it from drying out. You will need a large bowl with 2 cups vegetable oil to place the dough balls. Divide the dough into 2 equal portions. Grasp a portion of the dough using your thumb and index finger and cut a small dough ball between these 2 fingers. Then place it into the large bowl covered with vegetable oil. The oil keeps the dough balls from drying out, and you can reuse the oil to fry the galettes once they are ready. Make sure to keep your hands and the dough oiled all the time while you are carrying the dough into equal portions. Make sure that all the dough balls are covered with the vegetable oil. Now oil the surface of a baking sheet or a tray and oil your work surface. Place 1 dough ball over your oiled work surface. Gently start flattening it with your hands. Then use only your fingertips to push the edges of the dough to expand it into a thin disc of dough. Now flat a little 1 almond paste ball and place it in the center of the disc dough. Fold the lower edge of the dough toward the center and over the almond paste. Then fold the upper edge of the dough on top of the other edge. Fold the right side toward the center. Flip the dough over. Then fold the left side and create a small square shape. Place the stuffed square-shaped galette over your oiled baking sheet. Then continue making rghayef until you finish all the dough balls and all the almond paste balls. While expanding the dough into a thin disc dough, make sure there is no holes creating in the dough. Keep your hands and your work surface oiled all times while making and stuffing the rghayef. To cook the rghayef, place a large pan over low heat with 2 cups of honey. Grind a few Arabic gum pebbles with 1 tablespoon sugar until you get a fine powder. Then add it to the warm honey. For more flavors, add 2 tablespoons orange blossom water to the warm honey. Then mix to combine. Do not bring the honey mixture into a boiling point. It should be just warm. Place a large deep frying pan over medium-high heat with plenty of vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, transfer the almond rghayef into the pan. Then reduce the heat to medium. First, you will notice that the galettes sink to the bottom of the pan. Once they start to cook, they will puff and come up to the surface of the oil. Cook the rghayef for a few minutes in each side over medium heat. Once the bottom side gets a nice golden color, flip them over and cook the other side for another 5 minutes, or until it gets a nice golden color. Once both sides of the rghayef are cooked and get a nice even golden color, remove them from the oil, drain them from any excess oil, then immediately place them into the warm honey. Use a large spoon and start pouring the warm honey over all the stuffed almond galettes or the almond rghayef. Let them absorb the honey for about 30 minutes. Once the rghayef are ready, remove them from the pan and transfer them into a strainer to remove any excess honey. The honey is an important ingredient in this recipe, so try to use a good quality for best result. For decoration, you will need half cup toasted sesame seeds. Once the rghayef are drained, place them over your serving plate and decorate the top of each one with toasted sesame seeds. Let them cool to room temperature for a few hours before serving them. To store the rghayef, Place them in an airtight container and keep them at room temperature from 5 to 7 days. I personally love to enjoy them the first couple of days, and to be honest, they never last longer since they disappear so fast. Serve the rghaif with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. You really have to try them out to feel all the dimensions of textures and flavors they have to offer. It's so yummy! Bon appetit! These Moroccan almond rghaif have the best crunchiness and chewiness texture from the outside, with a softness and flavorful texture in the inside. Thank you for joining me today in my kitchen. I hope you like my almond rghaif recipe. Please share it with all your friends and family. You will find all the ingredients in the description box down below. You will also find the links for my Facebook and Instagram pages with my email address. If you want to watch more cooking videos, just click the little circle on the right and subscribe to my channel. Then click the little bell to get notifications every time we post a new recipe. You can also check out my other recipes on the left. I see you in our next video with new taste and a new recipe. Bye!